Hello and welcome along. We are back after 2 weeks away. We are here for the 11th round of the ARL Tier 1 season here at the mighty circuit Spa-Francorchamps. Really exciting high-speed venue once again, and once again I am joined by Raptor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing grand. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you're
Absolutely.
happy. Hope you're all enjoying the day. Hopefully, it's an exciting race. Spa usually produces good races. It is a tricky circuit to get perfect as well. So let's see how the drivers do.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of Easter, obviously not everyone able to attend today, but the vast majority can, so we're pleased that we can have a race go ahead, of course. We do have the company of some reliable reserves, such as who I'm watching at the moment, FRT FH, who unfortunately had a really bad way to return to this kind of run-in of the championship yesterday. Got some wing damage, ultimately crashed by himself, but now shows up today in a Williams car and will look to try and recover what he lost yesterday by trying to put in a good Tier 1 performance. Who else have we got? We have Matty Mumu, who is available today. He's in the Renault, replacing Brute Gorgon. We also have Rizel filling in at Mercedes for Sync Sam. We also have Mr. Boca at Alpha Tauri filling in for TRT Immortal. What else do we have?
Is
VRT Warman, of course, is now a full-time Alpha Tauri driver, so that's good to see him back. He was waiting a while. He just wasn't really sure too much about Tier 1, but he's back now. Expelo, of course, in the Red Bull, filling in for the absent Such J in his ordinary team. So that kind of settles reserves. It's good that we get that out of the way nice and early. And I'm going to ask you, Raptor, who do you think we should keep an eye on? Because there's a lot of these reserves today, and, you know, you shouldn't discredit them, because sometimes they can pull off a really good result.
Yeah. Spielo, of course, championship leader in Tier 2, still. Yeah, of course, he's very quick, so expect a good performance from him. FH, also great driver on his day. Sometimes can get a bit unlucky with damage and stuff, but hopefully today he can have a good run, get no damage, and probably get points, I guess. Yeah, there's Raman isn't in reserve anymore, but in his debut, full-time debut in Tier 1, hopefully he can do well, just coming out of the pit lane now. So yeah, that's really it.
I must also mention, excuse me, that VRT Lily is not here. Him and Sync Sam, I believe, are both doing the same karting event. We may see VRT Lily later in the session. It will mean that he'll have to start from the back of the grid, because that's how Codemasters wants to make their games, I guess. But, we might see him. So yeah, we can speculate the championship a lot by FRA LMG being the sole real contender here. They're separated by 1 point, so say if VRT Lily doesn't turn up, 2 points would be enough to put this guy in the championship lead, and obviously he'd want a lot more than that, because this is a huge opportunity, but we will have to wait and see on that one. A reminder of the Drivers' Championship. VRT Lily leads. He took the lead last weekend once more. He now has 147 points, with LMG on 146. So these last six races, yeah, they are going to be close, and don't go anywhere over the next 6 weeks, because it is for sure going to be a grand championship battle.
Yeah. I think, is it Rasson's return to the league this race?
Yes, he didn't race in Italy.
Yeah, so another familiar face back in the league. so that's a good sign to see.
Rizal in I don't think I mentioned him. I was just scrolling through. My mind just didn't clock onto the fact that Rizal was in his return race. Yeah. I think I did say it. I can't remember. I won't dwell on that. We have ABS Jarv in the second Merc. Belgium. Quali last season. We had VRT Lily on pole position and FRA LMG. Both had different gamer tags back then. We all knew them as Jack121205 and Speedy Midget 04. Yeah, but the same people shared the front row in last season's qualifying.
Yeah, a lot of people are on their outlaps now for probably their second run because there's about a 45-second timing glitch, I'd say. So still over 9 minutes left. I think that was Jarv. Yeah, good lap from him.
Good lap.
Yeah.
Kept it very nice and tidy in that final sector that I watched him in there. 140.991. So it is absolutely crazy that in this game, sometimes we get dangerously close to the 1 minute 39s. We're top 1 minute 40s at the moment. A slipstream could be on offer. We tend to see the likes of Pluto, McLaren utilise it a bit. They are very, very keen on their teamwork. And that should be no different at a track like Spa.
Yeah. Adrian in the final corner now to set his first lap. Let's see where he can put his pass. It's gonna stay P12, slowest stuff. All the set lap time so far.
Kyle SO2 has just gone into 10th place. Did not race Monza because he was watching Manchester United lose. Okay.
L.
I had to squeeze that in. All jokes, don't worry. Rizal, he's absolutely flying through Puon. That maybe because he's invalidated and wishes to get back to the quick pits rather quickly. We have 7 minutes to go in this session. 13 of the 19 of set laps. I'm going to check to see if I've got any pings or anything to see if anyone can join. Atlantis can.
Oh. Well, I don't know. We'll invite him if Jack doesn't join with like 2 minutes to go or something, yeah?
That would be fair enough. Yeah.
Does V2 have a quali band, did he ask? I'll
have a look.
Yeah.
Tier 1 penalty
yeah,
points.
qualifying band.
Yeah. That's right.
He went out on track, but he hasn't set a lap, so I think.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. He's just, at least he hasn't set a lap. I think someone's just gone off the order. I think that was it wasn't. I'm not too sure who that was, but they went off the order near the top 5. I think it was.
Considering Tax has just finished a lap, he's quite close to the top 5 there.
Yeah, that probably was him. Alfred's gone back up to second. Pluto's down on his time. Let's see if he can still improve in the final sector. No, he can't. He backed off, it looks like, a bit.
Important not to make any costly mistake. Oh, excuse me. On outlaps and in-laps at Spa. Oh, we have someone going slowly. It's FH letting the traffic through. That was, I think, Alfie George there in the racing point. We have Expelo.
He's come. Oh, I thought it was a bit slow. Corey went up to P2, I believe.
He has. Where can the second Red Bull go? And
P9.
Yesterday's race winner and championship leader in Tier 2 goes P9. That's close. Corey Marshall, always really, really competitive. And that seems to be no different once again. Outlaps for Rizal and Boca, VRT Warman, who are looking to get lap times on the board. FRA LMG on a flying lap as well as we count down the minutes. Oversteer there through No Name Corner and on the run down to Puon. Will that impact him at all? No, look at that. Full commitment through there. It's an absolute joy to watch these Tier 1 drivers.
Yeah.
Downshifting very quickly to 5th. It's just right on the edge. Awesome to watch. He's up on his time as well.
Now Blanchimont.
Bus stop chicane. Traffic can build up here, but it seems to have avoided the two cars that have gone into the pit lane. Across this line, takes the shortest route, and it's a 140.5. This
My.
could well be another pole position for FRA LMG, and I think with a pole point, he takes the championship lead.
Came back, possibly. Is it 1 point or 2 points for quali?
1 point.
Yeah, so it's I don't know if you'll get it on count back.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Who have we got on a lap at the minute? Boca, Warman, both AlphaTauris. Worth watching these two. Maybe expect to see more changes to the AlphaTauri team as the weeks go by, as Rapid Extreme has inherited that team for the rest of the season. Here he comes up to the line, Mr. Boca, and goes 16th place with a 1 minute 41.9. He's still finding his feet, but VRT Warman is actively improving. Around the final corner. Short shifting up to third and fourth. And up to the line.
P6.
Goes P6.
Not bad. Nice tidy lap there for Whammon in his full-time debut in Tier 1. Who else on a lap? I think everybody's just on either in. Wait. And my game's not. What is my game? Oh, there we go. My game was frozen or something.
Oh, Rizona's
Who on?
Is that the Aramco barrier that you
shush.
famously went into yesterday, Raptor?
Yeah. Joe was really bad
Let's
at
see.
rejoining.
Oh, he's not there.
Sorry, Joe. It wasn't your fault. Don't worry. We can't. I can't see if he was in. It probably was in that same barrier. I don't know if that's always.
It looked like it.
Don't know if that's always able to go through it. I think there's a spin. No, it's just Boker going slowly, unless he did spin and just got out of the grapple now. Nathan's 1/10 up on his time. This could put him into P6. Its final sector is so flowing, there's a big, when you look at it, there's a big turn, but there's barely any braking in it. It's just, except for the bus stop, of course, but, Nathan, P4.
P4! Exact same lap time as Alfie George, who is currently on an outlap. I think it's fair that we get, if you could invite Atlantis now, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he's having food now.
Never mind. Hope you're having
Says he
something
wants
nice.
to join, then.
It's just there the lap. Must go up over Rouge now. Let's see if it's nice and tidy. It is.
Hardly a corner anymore.
Yeah. Just a bit down on his time.
Matching his time.
Yeah, tiny bit down.
Ooh. Bit of oversteer on the exit of Laycom, but tidies it up now into Bruxelles, where very easy to lock up the front right. He hasn't got on the throttle nicely, flicks it into no name corner, using all of the track there. The white line is the limit. FH lets him through with absolutely no issue between 7th and 8th gear there as he accelerates down the hill. There's Matty Moon on the right hand side. Fantastic lap so far. Again, another twitch of oversteer, and again into Stavolo now. Oh, again! He's right on the edge. Oh, don't die on me, batteries.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Plug in your controller. Qualifying though, that's not going to be fully over yet. I think it's busy. Nathan's off the track and it's Blanchimont. Into the bus stop, final corner now. Pax, can he put his car higher up on the grid? Into the top 10 possibly? No, he improves by a small bit, but not enough to improve his position.
There's clearly quite a few
Warman's
mistakes in there.
retired.
Warman has retired in the pit lane. Here's a slipstream. Like we said, the McLarens are utilising it well. LMG giving the toe to Pluto, who might find himself in a terrific qualifying position here. He'll give it in return on the next lap. Here we go. He's into the bus stop chicane. A little bit deep, but gets it slowed down nicely, actually. Was
Ooh.
mistaken there. And into the final corner. Where will he go? LMG hasn't made the flag, but Pluto can only manage 7th. Oh, Corey Marshall has binned it in quite dramatic fashion into No Name corner. He was going after the pole position.
Block anyone?
I don't think it should. Won't get into trouble for it.
He can't really. I don't think, unless it was on purpose. Who's next? I think there's a Alfa Romeo, is it? F1 driver, that's P2.
Oh, it is. It is, yeah, F1 driver. He's P2. Homesick will be crossing line shortly. Let's see who else we've got out on track. Jab as well. Kyle SO2. I think we have V2 Combat, who's coming to the pits due to his quali ban.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyle.
But Kyle SO2 up to 10th.
Respectable from him.
Jab 13th. And then I think we have Homesick next to cross the line. What can he do in the Ferrari? It remains 6th place. Next up is Jarv. Actually, no, I think we've got Expilo first. He crosses the line, stays 11th.
Backs up to P11 then, to replace, to swap him and Expilo around. Jarrett around the final corner. Let's see where he can put his Mercedes. Oh, a bit loose out of the corner, and that's his lap kind of ruined.
Doesn't improve. 2 tenths down on that one. This is the qualifying order. Unless FH can improve. Yeah. He's up slightly. Oh, he's close to that wall.
I think he made contact there.
Stays 14th.
Well, there's qualifying for the Belgium ARL Grand Prix.
It is an FRA LMG first then. Not a surprise, is it? And F1 driver joins him on the front row. So 2 weeks ago he took the race win. He's going to be taking another fight to FRA LMG. Well, it wasn't quite the same last time, but yeah, maybe we'll see today. Corey Marshall 3rd, Alfie and Busy Gorgon on the exact same lap time occupy 4th and 5th. Homesick 6th, ABS Jarv 7th in a strong qualifying for him. One of his better tracks. He was confident coming into this one. Then Pluto, Warman, Kyle round off the top 10. Then Tax at Speedo, Jab, FH, Matty, Aid, Boca, V2 Combat, and Rizeln round off the order. And before we start today's race, during our formation lap, we'll be having a period of silence like the rest of the team. Not a great time to have your controller die, but I will finish anyway. Sorry. Yeah, we will be having a period of silence.
FH's game was crashed, Alison, but I'm sorry about this interrupting you there.
That's fine. Yeah, we will be having a period of silence. I'll try to finish it off this time. As a period of respect and solidarity for our Tier 4 driver, GSR Thrasher, who sadly lost his mother this week. And yeah, we'll be having a formation lap of silence. That silence was for you, Thrasher, your mother, and everyone affected by the passing, and our condolences go out to everyone affected by that. LMG fills the first grid slot. We can have a quick look at the strategy. Most drivers outside the top 10 opting for some medium tyres. And, well, there is a few exceptions in there. But as the lights come out... Come on, sorry. We are about to get underway for round 11 of the ARL Tier 1 season with FRA LMG on pole. It seems to be glitching. But
there we
here we go. They're revving it up now. And it's lights out, and away we go. LMG will be looking to cover the inside to avoid that slipstream down in towards turn 1 when he can. Let's see what goes on behind. Corey Marshall takes P2 away from F1 driver very quickly. I think we have Roselne stationary on the grid due to dinner. But here we go, down towards Overage. Alfie George was having a look there into Radion Pluto as well. But let's watch Corey Marshall, because he'll be looking to take the lead here, deploying all of that overtake. Which way will he go, inside or out? I think we've got Jab around towards the back.
Oh!
And Corey can't get that move done. Homesick and Pluto side by side there. Homesick has the inside. Oh, he's just about managed to make that stick. Pluto onto the rumble strip, and through comes Kyler. So too, he's had a great start as well. Expilo on the mediums trying to get involved there as well, and a sector and a half down. It's been fairly organised, but no! As soon as I say that, jumps around. There's a big crash. Warman as well.
FH. Oh, they've all just spun out of no name, and is that a full safety car?
It is a full safety car. And that will...
Yeah. Rumble asked for you to read.
I know, I can see it. There's some knobhead trying to, you know, think he's funny. So...
Oh. Who? Let me check myself. That's not the first time someone's been stationary on the grid on ARL.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Did the disqualification cause that?
I'm not sure.
We'll
no,
see.
It wouldn't have been. His AI went away, and then the safety car came out after the big collision out of no name.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody got damaged from what happened with the Roselne at the start. So that'll be unlucky. Few people pitting. Of course, it's a very short pit lane here compared to other tracks.
The soft runners may try and get hard tyres to the end. That is one of the many strategy options of a safety car coming out at the end of lap 1. You can get to the hards to the end of the race. It may sacrifice you a bit of speed towards the end of the race. I say a bit of speed, a lot of speed. But the undercut you gain is huge. So it's worth a go. Not always easy to overtake as well.
Yeah, so a few of those runners went on mediums. So yeah, only 5 soft runners left in this race already. So LMG may have, you know, LMG and Pluto, Homesick, F1 driver Corey could have played a good strategy, or may have ruined their race. We won't know until the end of the race, but of course they'll have much fresher tyres near the end of the race to get past people, so yeah.
Spilo up to 6th. It's an opportunity to have a look at the positions gained. Of course, we have had the I don't even know where it is. Position change, there it is. I always get it mixed up. V2 Combat, because of the pit stops mostly, has gained 11 positions, but he kept out of trouble on the opening lap, which is always important. They might have been generous and let us go racing here, but we will have another lap under this safety car. 6 positions gained for Expilo, 3 for Pluto, 2 for Homesick, 1 for Corey Marshall. That was the move at turn 1. He was going for the lead, but just didn't quite have the straight line speed to get that done. 7 positions gained for Matty and Vapor 8 F1. 3 for Jab, 4 for Mr. Boca, and unsurprisingly, everyone towards the bottom has lost some because they are back to the tyre graphic. They are pit for hard tyres.
Tax gets a penalty for a collision with Kyle. We get this final lap of the safety car likely. Because plenty of time for the cars have just pit to catch up because it's such a long track here at Spa.
Yep, Jarv, FH, and Tax in fits. Tax has gone for medium tyres, so chances of those going to the end much lower.
Yeah. If he gets them to the end, well done, but I'm nearly guaranteed not to make it. What's your opinion on the soft runners that didn't pit? Do you think it was a bad call or a good call from them?
It depends on how effective they are at making the overtakes when they are eventually undercut. So, you know, LMG being now effectively the championship leader should have it easier than maybe drivers behind. Maybe Pluto, Homesick, F1 driver Corey Marshall might not have it easy. It depends how much LMG pulls away. But no, honestly, I expect them to still be within a shout of winning. So we'll see as the safety car pulls in at the end of this lap. LMG, will he be able to build a gap? Will he be able to break away from DRS? Corey Marshall, a great racer in ABS, great racer in ARL. We've seen it time and time again. He will try this. They're all heating up their tyres now, getting them nice and warm before the race restarts. And we'll see by the end of the Kemmel Straight who leads, because one of the greatest straights in F1 for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, of course, like, you could think back to real F1, like, I think it was 2018 when Vettel got past Hamilton at the start of the race.
There he goes.
Nearly recreated it. But here we go.
LMG, the green flag will be shown once LMG crosses the line, which is now. The drivers are free to overtake as we start lap 4 of this Belgian Grand Prix. Corey Marshall about 6/10 back, small lock-up from LMG. They all seem to be getting it rotated nicely, but here's an overtake. Here's Jab on Vapor ADEF 1, and he has got that move done. V2 Combat is close and putting pressure on the back of Xfilo, but as we go over the top of Eau Rouge and Radon, it's LMG, Corey Marshall, F1 driver, still the top 3 with a significant gap between them, but you're right, V2 Combat is coming through. Xfilo is now behind him, and V2 has his sights set on the soft runners. Pluto as well getting feisty there for P4.
Yeah, V2, when he was getting past Xfilo, was so close to contact up Eau Rouge. They were nearly wheel to wheel at the end of the exit of Eau Rouge. I'm surprised that they didn't make any contact, to be honest. But now I think we're going to get a bit further than the start of the race, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, so let's see if Tact can get past these head runners. Of course, I'm on the mediums.
Yeah, should expect to see Jab make some progress. He didn't have a great qualifying based on the standard he set himself for this season, which has been quite remarkable. He'll be aiming to clear the rest of his medium friends, I should say. That's LMG already out of DRS, by the way. Almost. He's close.
Yeah.
But given another lap, and for sure
He'll be out.
he'll be there.
Yeah, of course, DRS still not enabled. And he sets the fastest lap. Well, that's expected, to be honest. Because there's no proper racing laps for this.
So on board with Jab here. He's putting Matty under a lot of pressure. Has the overtake engaged down towards Eau Rouge and Radion, signifying now that he wants to make an overtake on the Kemmel straight. He runs wide at the apex, gets all loose, but manages to collect it over the top of Radion. And once again, he's going to give himself a shot to overtake, almost in
V2.
the wall there, and now makes a move.
V2.
V2 combat. Oh!
Oh, so close to contact, but he's cleared one soft runner, so that's good for him.
It is good.
No,
He seems to be showing good pace. Here comes Pluto.
Oh, Pluto!
Down the inside, V2 is forced wide as a result of Pluto's presence. And here comes V2 combat once again. No, it's not going to work. No, he's backwards into the wall.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh,
There goes tumbling down the order. Vapor ADEF1 picking up the first multiple warning time penalty of the Grand Prix.
Pretty dark. So it's probably unlikely it's going to rain because nobody said it in the chat, but you never know.
Nothing was forecast. So.
Yeah, but you never know. It is cool, Masters.
LMG 35% ERS. Corey Marshall. Very
He's
similar.
Got back into a good range.
Everyone's kind of running a lot of overtake at the moment. You're kind of forced to at Spa.
Yeah. Corey's caught up to LMG a little bit on that last lap. We'll have DRS now, so let's see if he can make anything happen. Bit far back, I think, for a move, but you know, DRS is pretty powerful on such a long straight. LMG looks like he has.
Get closer.
Yeah, LMG pulled away there from the exit before the DRS, but here comes the DRS. Is so effective on the Kemmel straight here, gained nearly 3 tenths just from the DRS there. So good.
Another move, and Alfie George making a move on Vapor Aid as the DRS comes straight. There was contact. They both collected it.
Mr. Booker right now in a net P3, so doing pretty well there.
This could be a really shaken up order by the time the soften and medium runners pit. Corey Marshall able to save a little bit of ERS, but has lost some time in the middle sector, so he needs to get really, really close to put LMG under pressure, not let him get away at all. He's gotten away from F1 driver. Homesick will be trying to fight for that podium position now, as it stands.
Yeah, Homesick being very competitive in his first few races here in ARL. Always battling inside the points, so that's great to see.
Yeah.
Might be seeing the first soft runner pits, well, the first of the proper racing lap pit stops soon, as you saw with the strategy. Once again, Corey's not going to be close enough to make anything happen.
Took the words right out of my mouth. 6 tenths is the gap this time.
Yeah.
Down to 10% ERS. Just putting him under pressure. He's got a little bit more. Just needs some to play with when overtaking. That's going to be the main factor in this race. Busy Gorgon and Matty Mumu seems to have that complete there. There was another overtake as well.
Boker on aid. Yeah, it was Boker getting past aid. Now, yeah, as you said, F1 drivers fell back from the top 2, so yeah, Homesick's going to be putting the pressure on. Jabs doing a very good race. And
oh, Kyle! Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh my god! Mounted the inside curb at Puan. Happened to be on board with him, but he managed to save it.
Yeah, Puan's a great corner, you know.
Cheeky.
especially the Aramco barriers.
So we're just
Yeah.
promoting Saudi oil.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
pit
only reason
stops.
I've done that.
Here we
Oh,
go.
yes.
Top
LG.
3 into the pits. Homesick is staying out. So is
I'll
Pluto.
take the lead.
Should be for medium tyres. It is. If it wasn't, I'd be worried, but on they go. They'll be very close when they exit the pit lane. And now we start to see the order
Gonna go all to the back.
scramble. They have a long way to go in this race, LMG and Corey Marshall. They're like 2/10 apart here, and he's going to go for an overtake. So, well, this is the closest they've been so far. Corey Marshall on the medium tyres, FRA LMG on the medium tyres. We have Alfie George overtaking Matty Mumu up the road. Here comes Corey Marshall. The pit stops have worked wonders. He has taken, well, kind of, the net race lead. It now depends on how much progress they can make with overtaking the cars in front of them. We'll see how this goes, but that is significant that Corey Marshall has that position. He's on, maybe, just maybe, for a second race win of the season. But again, it all depends on if they can dispatch these hard runners one by one. They'll jump the medium runners, who will eventually go on to softs. There'll be a threat. There's a lot of strategy that can come into play that will affect this race result.
Yeah. If I was LNG, I wouldn't battle Corey that much because they need to get through this pack. FH with a little lock up into this. I'm not gonna bother thinking of the corner name. Let's see, will Homesick come in this time? He will. What about Pluto? I'm gonna guess he will because he just got hit because of LNG.
I thought he was gonna spin it out there. Well, we have no more soft runners now that they are in the pit lane.
Jab takes the race lead.
After being spun on lap 1.
Yeah. This is Jorgen's in a great position now. Same with Alfie. Didn't Nathan win the Zandvoort race?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this could be his second win of the season. Very good season for him. Alfie's had a good few podiums since he's moved up.
Oh, FH has just re-overtaken Corey Marshall.
Oh.
And LMG pulling up to the right-hand side. They've hit their first lot of significant traffic. They've got FH, they've got Jarv, Tax, Kyle, Warman, Aid, Boca, V2. All in this little train. Oh, Corey Marshall, this is risky.
Yeah.
He's got a good exit now. Will he try it into poo on? No, he won't.
Yeah, good idea.
Just back out.
He's gonna make it for a second. But yeah, it's a good decision.
LMG's got a good run.
Yeah, but you don't really want to make moves into this not hairpin chicane. Actually, right behind Kyle as well for the final points paying positions right now.
Might well be able to see the action unfold behind as well. FH has the slipstream from Jarv, so it's going to be very hard, but look how close LMG is here. He's taken a nice tight line through Blanchard. He may wish to get the position back here. Oh, he's... Oh my days, I thought he was going to push him into FH. Just had his front wing pushing against his rear right tyre. And it, for a moment, looked like they weren't going to stop. F1 driver sets the fastest lap of this race, and look where he is as a result of this traffic. And this slow progress is really going to please the hard runners.
Yeah. Now let's see if Corey can get past any of these on the Camel Straight. Alfie and Nate. Alfie's in that race lead now.
Another significant overtake, and the Racing Point driver Alfie George overtakes the former race winner from Zandvoort, Busy Gorgon, in the Haas.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that one in mind as well.
Corey's still behind FH. No progress being made right now, so that's not good for him. I'm just checking out, and it's nearly 12 seconds behind. Well, sorry, I'll go off. So about 9 seconds behind Alfie. So they need to find 9 seconds in the last 12 laps, which is going to be very hard.
Yeah, it's important to note. So thanks for that. Lap 10. We're about to start lap 11, and at the end of the next lap, it will mark half distance in this race. Nothing has changed from a lap ago. Here comes FRTFH. Won't go down the inside of Jarv. Oh!
Oh, he's hit him!
Oh, was that LMG from behind? That could have well been a domino effect there.
I'm not sure. I don't think Corey got hit by the LMG, but I might be wrong. F1 driver's right behind LMG now as well.
This is really interesting. Look at this train. And this is absolutely massive for who is going to win this race, and for the championship, of course, because LMG needs as many points as possible here, with VRT Lily being away for this week.
Yeah. Corey, he might get FH. No, I don't think he's going to have enough Boker and Aid. And Corey's got past F8 under braking. Nice move by him. Now he has a curve between. Oh, F1 driver's got past LMG.
Oh. Yeah, I thought something was peculiar about this order.
Yeah.
Corey Marshall has a car between him and F1 driver. LMG was in front of Corey Marshall and F1 driver. That quickly changed. On the outlap, ooh, F1 driver looked like he was a little bit loose there, but LMG is starting to go backwards in this race, and
yeah,
that is not ideal. Can't tell if this is a bot or not. Hello, my friends have been a couple for 12 years. Can you shout them out, please? Their ship name is Fremily.
What?
I've said the comment. Oh, F1 driver around the outside of Blanchard. He's picked up a time penalty for that. This could be huge. And now down the inside is the bus stop chicane. He's locked up.
Oh,
can he keep the position? F8 is still up the inside. LMG's there as well. Wheel to wheel on the exit of the corner. And F1 driver. Oh my god, there's a little bit of lag in there as well.
Yeah.
Going around the outside once more is F8.
Wheel. You don't see any wheel to wheel people wheel
Corey
to wheel
Marshall.
that much around Spa.
Up to P12. He's really getting a move on now.
FH coming back on F1 driver.
He is.
And
LMG!
And here comes LMG!
Retakes the position on F1 driver. The racing has really improved now. FH, he's lost it on the curb. What can LMG do? He'll try a switch back as FH takes the tighter line. Surely he's going to go down the inside here. Why wouldn't he?
Oh, FH is wide. This might allow F1 driver through. Oh, he's just got back in ahead. Oh, that's annoying for F1 driver.
SV tax on Kyle. We've got someone around.
Yellow. F1 driver.
F1 driver. I was just watching his teammate Tax and Kyle battle it through Puon, and still side by side into the second part of the chicane where Kyle is looking to hang it around the outside.
Here comes Corey.
What a terrific battle that was. Still a yellow in sector 2.
FH is around as well.
FH. Oh. Well, that's bizarre.
He wasn't. He took a while to come back on track. I thought he might have been able to get out ahead of F1 driver. I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, so Alfie now has a Expelo between him and Izzy Gorgon for basically the race lead. Is there a chance punctures could come into play in this race? I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't think so, personally. They would be close to 60, maybe beyond, but chance of a puncture, unlikely, especially in Tier 1. Here comes VRT Warman. We've got an overtake midpoints. Expelo putting some pressure on Busy Gorgon. Remember, him and Alfie George swapped positions a little earlier. He's still just about in touching distance. Oh my! Oh! And Corey Marshall goes through on the inside. Unbelievable.
Where was that from? They're wheel to wheel now into the. I don't know if this corner has a name either.
Oh my
Actually,
god,
no.
that's LMG up the inside of SV Tax. Oh, he's going to do what V2 Combat tried. And the same outcome has occurred almost.
Oh, unlucky for Tax there. Medium runners will be coming into pit about 1 or 2 laps from now.
It's been quite an exciting few laps.
Yeah.
The two AlphaTauris now 7th and 8th. They're on the hard tyres as well. They'll gain some ground and go 3rd and 4th when the medium runners pit.
Yeah,
LMG on Jove.
Xfilo's in.
Oh, he's nearly taken him out.
Yeah.
The lag. Sorry, not Jarv. Xfilo. Now onto the soft tyres. What have we got going on here? Pluto trying to find a way past SV Tax. 43 viewers on this Easter Sunday, where Corey Marshall is still fighting, giving everything he can to go after this race win. Strategy has been absolutely wonderful in this race because of the lap 1 safety car.
Picks up a penalty.
Another position gain for Corey Marshall. V2 has a penalty. Remember, he was around in the early stages of the race. He showed really good pace as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's every time. It's sad.
Yeah. There's a curse on Renault.
Matty's doing well though, coming into that seat today.
Yeah, not the best of looking tier 2, but it's nice to see him doing well in tier 1. Still, there's going to be a battle for the lead here.
Here comes LMG,
Busy
pushing Kyle through.
Boker, Wammen's on for a podium. Sorry, Wammen's on for a podium on his.
Oh, Corey!
Corey. No.
3-second time penalty for multiple warnings given there to Corey Marshall, which is absolutely massive.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought Matty was. It's fun, but it's just the way the camera angle took from when he was going into the pits.
LMG, can he get past Kyle?
We might have an overtake here for the net race elite, and now Alfie's got away on the X. I don't think it's going to be close enough.
Xfilo dropping down there. Same with Matty. Oof. LMG, this is his opportunity to take P9 in this race from Kyle SO2.
He's got it done.
Now in his mirrors. Oh! Aid and Corey Marshall side by side. Aid wanted to hang on in there.
Corey's got
seventh
the position.
But it's another 3 seconds he needs to gain if he happens to take the lead of the race.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard.
Oh, he spun! He spun! He's gone!
No!
He's around!
Sorry.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for Corey Marshall.
No.
Oh, someone else is off. Aid!
That's Aid.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Everyone's
he's
spinning.
gone again!
Oh no! Oh, he's into the barriers, I think.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the hell? 48 people saw that, Corey.
Nice one. Oh, and Aid's off again.
Alfie George takes the lead of the race as Jab makes his pit stop for soft tyres. He was running really well, bearing in mind he spun on lap 1. He'll be in a good position here to start getting through the pack. The order: Alfie George, Busy Gorgon, V2 Combat in 3rd, but still needs to make a pit stop. He's off. Oh, that's FH. What is going on this lap?
He's around backwards into Stabilo. That's unusual.
Imagine
Don't
if
know
the
what's
game
happening
just
there.
dropped a safety car. Oof.
Damn.
That would be chaos knowing Tier 1.
Yep. Late rear
As I
safety
was
cars are
saying,
always chaos.
V2 Combat still needs to pit. Then comes Wildman and Boca doing a really good job for AlphaTauri, LMG, Kyle, Homesick, ABS Jarv, Pluto, Jab, Tax, Expilo, Corey Marshall, F1 driver. Remember, Corey, F1 driver, were fighting with LMG. They were in that fight. They were right with him, and we thought we were gonna have maybe a three-way scrap between them based on the traffic. But no, two of them down, and pretty much out of the running.
Something I've noticed, there's no retirement, it's just a DSQ for Rastone.
Yeah.
And that's pretty unusual for such a track that you can make mistakes. Oh, that could be our first retirement.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Nice. Nice. I've just cursed it. Ah,
Brilliant.
lovely.
LMG, 6th place at the moment.
What? Sorry.
6 laps to go.
My sister's calling me. I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
V2
I don't
Combat
know
is in.
what she wants.
Soft tyres. We have a yellow flag. Is it age again? Oh, VSC. He's now crashed. Well, Raptor won't miss anything then, so brilliant. What? Oh, the two Renaults side by side here. Bit of a bunch up there. Matty dropped to the back now. V2 Combat comes out in P15 and still has his sights set on maybe some points. Here they go. Oh, V2 Combat already getting feisty on the back of F1 driver. Alfie George leads by 1.1 seconds. He's out of DRS. And may be about to take his first ARL victory. But remember, LMG is behind Mr. Boca. There's 2 seconds up the road to VRT1. Something's around. It's Pluto.
Sorry about
Pluto
that.
is around.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. But
No worries.
Pluto's around. Oh, another person DNF when I was gone. Nice.
Yeah. A caused a VSC, then straight lined it into the wall. So you didn't miss much. V2 Combat. Here he goes on F1 driver, tucking right into his diffuser, and through he goes up into P13. Matty Mumu has crashed. Virtual safety car again.
Aw. Come on, just give us a full safety car.
Oh, that would be mental. That would be mental.
That's annoying for LMG. He's probably going to get past Boker soon. He might get DRS again. It's going to be close. But LMG's going to take the championship lead by 10 points.
He just needs to get this to the flag. You know, in P4, maybe P3's on the cards, which would be fantastic considering he lost positions to both Corey Marshall and F1 driver. He's trying to get a move on here, LMG. Look, he's got to be careful not to get a drive-through penalty. I think we're about to go green. He's holding it in 7th gear. He wants this. They want... Is the green flag going to come today?
I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, Nathan's not caught that pin, not this restart. He was really close to Alfie and then lost it all. I'm going to do a quick penalty check.
Yes, I'll show that on the screen as well.
Alfie has won. Huh?
I was just going to say, there's 5 3-second penalties that have been given out to the driver still in the running. So, Mr. Boca will drop down to probably 9th.
Yeah, that's unlucky for him. Running an amazing race.
Oh, Homesick comes our 6th person to get a penalty.
Alfie may have just won this race off the safety car, the DSC restart.
Here goes LMG inside of Blanchimont. Oh my days! Has he pulled it off? They're side by side into the bus stop chicane. He just gets
Yes, he
ahead.
has.
He is taking every
Oh.
risk there is. Oh, I think there was some contact here. Yes, it's a Mercedes and Ferrari. Who
Oh.
else is that sideways? Mr.
Boker nearly
Boker.
spun.
There's a yellow flag in Sector 3, and I think that is for Corey Marshall and Pluto, maybe? Something rather significant has happened at the back.
Yeah. Not sure. Corey did get a 10-second for exceeding track limits, but it's probably he was just off track for a long time with whatever happened to him.
It was a really enjoyable race to watch. Spa League racing does serve us that. Expilo on tax. It'll be great to see Expilo get some points today.
Yeah.
Matty Mumu says, I'm so dumb.
Oh. Poor Matt. He probably went 2-1 and hit those barriers that come out at you.
Yeah. Either a bit of oversteer, just misjudgment. Jab. On the soft tyres, performing really well considering his scenario.
F1 driver in V2. I think V2 made a little mistake there because he's fell back a good bit.
Yeah. Seems to have not gone his way this soft stint. Let's see if Jab can get a move on Mr. Boker like LMG tried. So he's got the run. Will he try it into Blanchemont? If he is, it's going to be the outside. That is just not on, but, well, homesick in another Ferrari around the outside of Kyle SO2 at the bus stop. Same applies to Jab.
Oh.
Two Ferraris making very similar moves there. LMG with the fastest lap of the race. He is after a podium finish. It's 1.1 seconds up the road. And then 4 seconds up the road is Busy Gorgon. Is Alfa Romeos. Just pause that there. Side by side into turn 1 La Source. Taxis allowed to get through there.
LNG has 2 warnings, so he could easily get a penalty here.
And that could knock him off the podium if he happened to get the move done. Matty Mumu says, I deployed overtake going around the flat out right, and the car said,
Oh
in
no.
quotation marks, no.
Oh no. LNG locks up into Brussels, I think it's called.
Brussels.
I think
It is in
called
Belgium.
I think it's called Brussels. Let me look it up.
What is this, an EU trade meeting?
Yeah. How Brexit corner.
Brexit corner. Jab putting pressure now on Kyle SO2. 2/10 is the gap. We're going to have 2 laps to go when Alfie George crosses the line. He has built that gap up nicely now, and he can take it really, really easily, fingers crossed, home. I'm not want to be biased, but no, a win for Alfie George, a first of the season. He was put in tier 2, mind you. And it's good to see different winners. As always, Jab around the outside at bus stop. And that is another fantastic move.
Yeah, I was basically right with Brussels. It's called Bruxelles.
Bruxelles.
Well, it's probably pronounced Brussels, but it has an X in it.
I think it's Bruxelles. I don't know.
I don't know.
Any French people about? Yeah,
Or Belgium.
I haven't really mentioned this. But Square's happy, Arthur's happy. VRT Warman is trying to keep FRA LMG behind him for P3, but here comes LMG around the outside at Lacom. There's contact with all 2 of them, and there it goes.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, Mr. Boker is
Sorry.
around. Oh, that's a reset.
Oh no.
Who's opening the ticket?
I'll do
no.
it, boy. Nah, it's gonna be Joe. Watch it be Joe.
Someone will be phoning the stewards for that one, I'm sure.
Yep.
Fortunately, it's the rules, and he's kept himself within a shout of points, so it is unfortunately very illegal doing that in this situation. Expilo,
Yes.
9th place now. Fruity says, I'm on it.
Oh. Let's see if he. I'm gonna go into submitting tickets and see who gets it first.
GSR streams. Don't know who's behind that account right now, but so we
Probably
didn't see
Arthur
that.
or Tom or something.
F1 driver has points as it stands. Actually, surely Pluto does, because Pluto doesn't have a penalty. Final lap of this Belgian Grand Prix. Alfie George leads by 3.7 seconds. We have Busy Gorgon and LMG second and third at the moment. Warman 7/10 behind. He's after this. He wants this. And making a long-awaited return to Tier 1. VRT Warman in the DRS has the slipstream, overtaking Gage. He is gaining rapidly. Which way will he go into Lacombe? Oh! Oh my! He's going down the inside anyway! He spun!
No!
No! No way!
No!
No way! It's a racing incident. Oh my days. His chances of a podium
Oh wow, man.
dissipate. Speechless, us two. But Alfie George is arriving in the final sector. He showed his pace from the very first Tier 2 race he rocked up into this season. Tier 1 was his to join. And he, into the bus stop chicane now, is beginning the weaving. He is about to win ARL Tier 1. Alfie George wins the Belgian Grand Prix. And by a significant margin. Strategy on point. Busy Gorgon P2. And LMG has a huge championship lead once again. Jab 4th, Kyle 5th, Homesick 6th, Jarv 7th, Warman 8th, and Expino 9th, and oh my god, what was that?
Okay. What? Okay.
And that was a race. That really was epic. Let's get some drivers in the party.
Yep.
48 viewers.
Corey picked up fastest lap as well. Got no points for fastest lap going to anyone.
It didn't let me invite bloody LMG. Bloody prat.
Hello.
How do I see recent? Oh shit. I'll just search him.
Top 10 commentators? That's one. There we go.
Well, after the podium and results run through, we will get these interviews started. Any last words, Raptor? Because that was super enjoyable.
Yeah, it was probably my favourite Tier 1 race I've commentated on so far. Amazing racing all round. Few collisions, but nothing so major that it's a dirty race or anything. Great, mostly clean racing. Yeah, amazing.
Here are the results. Alfie George wins, and Busy Gorgon about 4 seconds back. LMG closed up rapidly and did a really good job at the end when his rivals couldn't. Jab 4th place. Kyle 10 extra points there for Racing Point. Homesick 6th place. Jarv 7th. Good result for him. VRT Warman ended in tears. Expino 2 points. Pluto 1 there. F1 driver P11. Mr. Boker will have an extra time penalty, no doubt about it. Then comes Tax, V2 Combat, Corey Marshall, and the DNFs of Matty Mumu, Vapor Aid F1, FRTFH, and Rizal 3-4. 3-4, yeah, magnificent. Where do we start? We'll go from third to first this time, because we'll save the best till last. But yeah, Excuse me. Excuse me. Make sure you got your audio included, Lewis. I mean,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
your progress there. You may have lost the positions to Corey, an F1 driver, but it didn't matter. You've come home to take P3. How did it unfold for you?
Well, I know I've done the wrong strategy now. I didn't think that I was gonna make it to the end, but I did, so fair enough. That was a painful race. I was stuck in the DRS train where Corey was going for a move every corner, just holding us up even more. Then there were about 5 spins mid-race, and I managed to not spin. And then the end of Ramen, yeah, that was interesting. So it felt longer than 22 laps. It felt about 50. I'm surprised I managed to not crash, and yeah, P3 for now, I guess, and see what happens.
Yeah, Raptor, anything to ask?
No, he's just back in the championship lead by 15 points now. Picked up 16 points there with third and pole. So yeah, well done, and yeah, well done.
Yeah, we'll move on swiftly. Busy Gorgon. Second place for you. I mean, gotta be happy with that, right?
Yeah, just making the right strategy and made it work in the end. Okay, I'll go on. Well, the strategy was interesting because I was in a fight with Alfie the whole race, and I was telling him to pit as well. So, you know,
Legend.
and at the end, I was like, tyre saving, like, man, like Alfie pulled so much from me because obviously he's on wheels, so he has better tyre wear than me. And obviously Lewis was caught up, but I knew I'd have the gap to just crawl across the line and hopefully not getting a punch, because I think I was like 77% on the end. But yeah, I had good pace-ish, but definitely better pace compared to like my other spell races earlier in the week. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Raptor, anything to ask?
Did you know that the Hearts were gonna make it to the end when you pit, or were you like skeptical?
I'd done a race before when I made hard work from like lap 3, so I thought, and I knew that the hards was the quickest strategy, so I thought I might as well send it. Like, I'm not in a championship battle, nothing to lose, you know, so.
Yeah. Well done on the podium, and yeah, congrats.
Alfie, our race winner for the first time in ARL Tier 1. You have won a race by quite a margin as well when you consider the pressure behind at all times with a different strategy. How are you feeling there in the last few laps? Because there was a couple virtual safety cars, you know, to just ease the pressure maybe, or how did it
Yeah,
go?
I was quite thankful for the VSEs because it just let me manage my tyres a little bit more, take some percentage out of them. So I ended up only on about 70%. Otherwise, I would have been in puncture territory probably. But yeah, it was quite good to relax the pressure a bit.
Yeah, I'll throw in an open question quickly. Next couple races, Russia and Singapore. How are we feeling about those?
Well, I don't like Russia. I don't think anyone does. But I guess we'll just see what happens and yeah, hope for the best.
If anyone else wants to say anything about that, they can. But I know there's kind of a shared hatred towards Russia.
Except for Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur loves that.
Raptor, any questions for our winner?
No, just
I forgot
great
to put
race.
the Racing Point car. There you go.
Great race. Well done on your first win. And I'm guessing that you have good shots at podiums in the future. So well done.
Cheers.
I mean, yeah, obviously heartbreak for Warman in there too. You know, it is what it is. Racing happened. Last lap, bit of pressure. Some saying it was a bit indecisive, but ultimately it will go down to the stewards. I genuinely don't think there was too much wrong. You know, it happened. Most stuff like that is a racing incident from experience. So, But yeah, that was a really enjoyable race. You just didn't really know what was going to happen next. We had cars spinning off. Corey Marshall's was... I don't know really how it occurred. I'm sure he's quite gutted with himself right now. But that is where we are going to wrap up this race week at Belgium. We'll be back next week for the Russian Grand Prix. Not a personal favourite, but F2 was fun doing there. So hopefully it's the same. I think we peaked at like 48, 49 viewers, which was epic. By far the most we've had this season. Once again, I hope everyone has a great Easter week, whatever. And yeah, until next time, goodbye.
F1